In the carnivore's world of animal eatery,
Oh,
there are prized body parts from all of God's creatures.
that is to die for.
Then there are the offcuts,
Why is there liquid in here?
the often overlooked animal parts and pieces
He's putting the cow back together.
that don't get their fair share of the spotlight. But today, we're changing all that. Today, we're on a food-inspired mission, exploring the wild world of tongue meat.
Oh, that pig didn't brush his tongue.
This daring, uncommon, muscle-filled appendage can be prepared and served up a nearly infinite number of ways.
Nói tóm là con ngựa có cái gì thì mỗi thứ một tí cho vào cái nồi thằng cố.
That's fantastic.
So how will these 4 chefs approach cooking this not-so-popular protein?
Are you usually making tongue, or are you doing this just specially for us?
Well, I'm so sorry. I feel a little sick.
Wow, this has never happened before.
Let's find out.
1, 2, 3. Out. Today we have ventured all the way up to Hanoi for another 24-hour video.
Joining me on today's culinary adventure, Hanoian local, Viên.
The whole idea behind this series is to find a part of the animal that's not so common. Everyone knows about brisket, a chicken leg. I'm not impressed. But show me what you can do with the tongue, and I might give you a high five.
The tongue. This underappreciated appendage is considered a delicacy in many parts of Asia, although the look of it is... it's not great.
It's extreme even for local people.
The tongue, if prepared properly, has a lot to offer in texture and flavor.
Do you consider yourself an adventurous eater?
Not really. I just eat like intestines, stomachs.
Oh, so intestines and stomachs, that's normal.
Yeah.
What about the fact that we're tasting tongues with our tongues?
Today's tongue tour begins here.
Xin chào, you just smoked half a cigarette in 2 seconds. If YouTube demonetizes this, we'll just put a black box over your face.
Mr. LUOI opened his restaurant aiming to focus on one single animal protein, duck meat. Here, they serve up to 42 duck dishes. We're here for 2, and they both contain one key ingredient.
Why do people order this food?
Có nhiều cái theo cái duy tâm.
For many people in Vietnam, they believe that when you eat duck tongue, somehow you will get lucky.
Không phải đâu.
Oh.
Our hefty pile of duck tongues will be prepared 2 ways.
So before going to the casino, would you eat some duck tongue then?
First, the crispy duck tongue. This batch of mouth muscles is coated in egg yolk. Then the seasoning, MSG, chicken powder, oyster sauce, and cornstarch for the crisp. These hit a hot wok, deep fried, along with some lemongrass.
So this is like the base of the tongue, and these are the bones in the back, and then that's the actual tongue part. That's the part that licks you, you know? Like every time you go say hi to a duck and it jumps on your lap and it's like, and it licks you?
Dog, not duck.
Yeah, I meant dog. Okay, sorry. I think you kind of put it in your mouth like you were kissing a duck, and then you rip the meat off. It's heavy, greasy.
Like a great snack.
Definitely a snack food. Not much of a meal food.
Yeah.
Here, we got the sauce. I'm gonna give it a hit of sauce. There we go.
Sauce it up.
The sauce, adding a bit of salt, but it's good alone. Nice and crispy. That tastes really good.
Round 2, sweet and sour duck tongue.
Look how red that is.
This starts with a flavor bomb. Sugar, spice, and everything. Wait, wrong show. I mean, sugar, MSG, diced pineapple, scallion, chillies, and vinegar. Next, the tongue meat.
People who eat this are usually pretty buzzed up and they can't feel their feelings anymore. So they need something spicy to kind of bring them back to life.
Toss in some homemade chili sauce and make these tongues fly.
That is one heck of a tongue right there. Look at this sucker. Yeah, it looks like a flying vehicle from Star Trek. A nice kind of sweet, sour, gooey sauce on top.
For me, it has some weird aftertaste.
You like this one more?
Yeah, I like this one more. This one is a little bit chewy, but then gives me kind of creeps me out.
It's much more intimate. You're really getting to know the duck. This is like the duck's LinkedIn page. This is like the duck's OnlyFans.
Okay.
I think this is a great start to our day. Should we leave?
Yeah.
Can you pay for this stuff?
The duck tongue. That was a morning snack. Now it's time for the most important meal of the day. Pork tongue. I mean, breakfast.
Boom. Food 2, location 2. Ma'am, how you doing?
This place is a hip drinking spot serving drinking food.
That is a whole pig tongue. Oh, that pig didn't brush his tongue.
And it's never too early for drinking food.
Can I try touching it? First time ever. Oh, wow. Cold.
Yeah, it's dead. Is it more men or women ordering this?
Cái này thì nam sẽ thích ăn nhiều hơn.
Whatever is weird, it's just dudes. What's wrong with us? Can you explain? I need help, and my therapist can't figure it out.
Đàn ông người ta hay thích những cái món mà có thể là kiểu nhậu được ấy.
Đàn ông thích ăn kiểu mấy cái tăng
Đúng
cường
rồi, đúng rồi,
các
đúng
thứ
rồi.
đúng không ạ? Okay, so maybe because men, since they drink a lot, they want something to go well with the drink, and also because of health reason.
Like vitamin C,
Like
protein?
Protein, and also helps you
In exercise?
Like in... So that's why they eat all kinds of different organs and stuff.
Can we turn off the cameras for a second? Turn off the cameras. Does that really work?
Dishes with lots of protein can help men improve their ability to like that.
Well, this interview is getting off the rails quick. Time to get things back on track. First, the tongue is sliced and diced.
So are you actually eating this surface material, or does that get like pulled off?
These porky tongue cubes are blanched.
So she's already cleaned it, so we're not peeling anything. Yeah.
Oh.
Then tossed in a wok along with minced garlic and sauteed chilies.
Before something officially goes on the menu, does the chef have to get it past your taste buds?
Yeah, she tasted it.
It's seasoned with a homemade stir-fry sauce made of garlic, sugar, and ground pepper. Next, add deep-fried garlic, chilies, and diced onions. All that is placed in a searing hot pan with a hit of sesame seeds to garnish. Bon appetit.
Here it is. What a delivery. It's like sizzling fajitas of pig tongue, mainly just on you right now.
Yeah, I'm good.
Boom, tongue. It's just been cubed and then cooked up.
It's actually very good.
I don't know what it is about tongues, but it's all just kind of a solid, dense protein. It's a bit salty, a bit sweet. And then on the back end, it's a little gamey kick at the end. So it's a perfect interruption. Ooh, that one's pretty burnt. It's a perfect interruption to your drinking. Have a little bit of booze, have a little bit of food. That's a little gamey. I should drink a little more booze. And on, and on. Well, I'm looking forward to those health benefits that lady talked about.
Những cái món mà nhiều protein thì có thể là sẽ giúp.
I don't know if any men, if they are ever feel insecure about their performance. Do you?
Oh, look at that. There is garlic in here. Whole garlic. That's good. What now? Anyway, it's interesting because in some places it's like this prized cut of meat, and in some places they don't know what to do with it.
But in Vietnam, food go no waste.
They even will eat the sole. Have you had that?
No.
Pig sole? Oh, it's delicious.
On the Unico-meter, pig tongue might get a 4 out of 10. But next, we're leveling up, entering the world of the weird.
Sir, put her there. Thank you. A pleasure to be here today.
Dạ vâng, rất cảm ơn anh.
Trying out a tasty tongue from an animal few Americans have sunk their teeth into before.
Now we're here for what type of animal?
Lưng ngựa. Okay.
Horse tongue.
That's fantastic.
Mr. Tien is part of the Hmong people, local to northern Vietnam. This is where these horse dishes originate. In the past, Hmong people were renowned for their nomadic ways. They were always on the move, so raising traditional farm animals was impossible. Only horses could survive the uneven, unforgiving terrain while helping to carry most of the tribe's belongings.
So back in the day, how often would it be that they would actually eat the horse?
Khi mà cũng như mình ấy.
So when the horse, they can't move and they can carry stuff, so they goes into the pot.
Oh,
Today's menu, horse parts. Yes, the tongue, but also lung, kidney, liver, heart, and esophagus, plus plenty of blood cake too.
I've heard that in some regions in northwest of Vietnam, they actually put horse dung into the pot. So let me ask him if it's true or
we
not.
should definitely ask about that.
Yeah.
First, he blanches everything together with shallots, ginger, and lemongrass to get rid of any horsey smell. Now it gets cubed up, cut down to bite-sized pieces.
Nói chung là ở trên vùng cao, ví dụ như mình ở đây.
He said that because most of the people living in Hanoi, they're not used to the smell, so that he leave it out. But when you travel to the high mountain areas, they may put some into the pot in order to create a traditional smell.
Yeah, they're using the small intestine, right? Not actual poop.
He wok fries the organs with ginger and lemongrass, then adds MSG, salt, and a secret herbal powder from his home village. After that simmers, the final product is served with pumpkin blossoms and mustard leaves.
How does it smell to you?
Super organy. I can smell it down the block. I want to try this blood first. Oh, dude, that's a huge piece of blood. There we go. That's more my size. Tastes like Mr. Roger.
I only knew BoJack Horseman.
Oh, that's got to be liver, huh? You got something there? What do you got?
Seems like stomach. But really tender though. Is it liver?
But not over livery. It's very reasonable. On the side here, a separate bowl of just tongue. I'm gonna put this really spicy sauce on here. It's super chewy.
I cannot chew it. It's really hard. I mean, the more you chew it, it somehow kind of grows in me. Actually, pretty good.
What's that white part? Is that the chewy part?
Yeah.
See, try to get a piece without that. Oh, they all have it. The tongue itself, very dense. There's a reason they put all this together, because as you're eating all the organs, they all have a different texture, a little bit different fat, a little bit different protein content, and so each bite is kind of a new and different experience.
When I was little, my whole village, we bought a white horse. I see people, they grab the hammer and they kind of It was really brutal. You know, it just brings back.
Wow, that was unintended. Are you okay?
Okay, well, as long as the food is great, then I'm fine.
Yeah, that's all that matters. Horse trauma.
Bringing up Gwen's childhood trauma was my bad, so to fix it, I'm taking her here for the best tongue. The tongue that makes you forget about all those other tongues in your past.
Right now we're in your restaurant in Hanoi. Are we still in Hanoi?
No.
Near Hanoi?
Yes.
Near Hanoi.
This is a countryside drinking spot. Any time of the day, you and your squad can pull up and chow down on countless liquor shots and plates or pots of food. Their specialty? Let's find out.
Nhà hàng anh thì chuyên về
He mainly serves all kinds of buffalo.
Really?
Yeah, and he said that tomorrow there will be lots of buffalo waiting outside the restaurant.
Alive.
Alive.
How common is it for people to be eating buffalo in Vietnam?
Long time ago, when people, they were really bored with beef and pork and stuff, and they kind of wanted to change their appetite a little bit.
Because people were bored?
Yes.
That's the best origin story ever. Well, we're here for buffalo tongue.
This giant buffalo tongue can weigh up to 5 pounds. That's wild.
Can I hold it?
This thing could feed an entire extended family.
Is this something that's usually...
I'm so sorry. I feel a little sick.
Is it because of this?
Maybe of the color.
Which part? The pink part or?
The black part.
Don't make eye contact with it. Just look in my eyes.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine now.
Are you usually making tongue or are you doing this just specially for us?
Let's just get to the cooking.
I'll put that down.
Mr. Hao boils then torches the appendage to clean the outer surface. He slices it in half, adding lemongrass, ginger, chillies, black cardamom, cinnamon, star anise, and a local soy sauce, then piling on even more flavor, chicken powder, sugar, and MSG.
I did a whole episode about testicles and I figured it'd be like manpower and stamina.
Eating his balls because of the Chinese medicinal herbs that give you extra power.
This is just a tongue. I come to all the restaurants today, I'm finding out this is dude food. Is it the same here?
thường là đàn ông ta thích nhà
So
hàng.
he said that men are into it more than women, as usual.
That boils for 40 minutes. Once it's cooked through, he slices it into thin portions and serves it with soy sauce.
So where I came from, we have this buffalo fighting festival.
Oh.
Yeah, each village in that region will have one buffalo to represent their village. And then the buffalo start fighting. The last one standing can return to their village. But the other ones,
I could guess, but keep telling the story.
they kind of killed.
Kind of killed.
Yeah.
Okay, that sounds less severe when you say it that way. So after they get kind of murdered, what happens?
And then they separate the meat to other people in the village, and they consider it as luck.
Now for the buffalo.
Yeah.
How do you feel now?
Well, it looks like beef right now to me.
Well, I would say buffalo and cows are in the same families in science. Now this looks glorious. This is the type of thing you'd find in Japan. They would thinly slice it and grill it. Just look at my eyes. My eyes. Are you suffering? Can you make it through this scene?
I can. The smell, also the taste, stronger than the other tongue. Definitely a lot more gamey.
My piece tasted pretty neutral, like a little bit oily, dense, meaty, a little chewy on the edges. When you get parts like this, where it's like a bunch of unrendered looking fat, that's where I get a little scared. Give it a little bit of a dip. It adds like just a slight spicy, sour, fermented quality to it. It helps cut through some of that strong, bold oiliness of the tongue. And it's clearing up my sinuses too. I should drink this.
For real?
Does my voice sound good now?
Yeah, super good.
I'm gonna do a little bit of tongue, a little bit of pineapple, and some herbs. That's a nice bite. Give it a dip. Adds a nice dimension to it. A little bit of acid, some freshness from the herbs. It's very nice. I think this is clearly another drinking food. You got beer, you got booze. This is what you want. Just something like high protein. It's not gonna make you feel bloated. It's kind of fun to chew on. You got a really powerful sauce to go with it. And then in between bites, you wash it down with some beer, with some booze, and then finish with some meth. Tongue, final thoughts. I wasn't expecting this to be another dude food. And so as we explore other animal parts, I'm wondering if more and more it's just gonna be a bunch of dudes
I think so. In Vietnam, like dude foods, they like crazy about it.
and no ladies.
Not really no ladies, but just a small number of ladies.
Around the world, chefs find creative, interesting ways to use the tongue. I thought for some reason we would be finding these high-end dishes, these wild interpretations, but as always, just a bunch of dudes being dudes, getting drunk, eating some meat. But you know what? That's okay with me. To that, I say cheers.
Cheers to men.
Yeah, cheers to men. We never get props for anything. And that's pure vodka.
Welcome to the best ever merch store, where you can check out our brand new designs. Best ever bandanas in black, white, and red. The Please Send Nudes hoodie, pillow soft fabric with a quality custom graphic inlay. And our street food around the world graphic tee. We're now shipping everywhere around the world. Just visit shopbesteverfood.com or click the link in the description below to get your new merch today. A piece.
Boom! That was 24 hours of eating only animal tongues. Wow, what an adventure.
Really adventurous. This is the first time I ever, tried all tongues from day to night like this.
Yeah, you almost lost it in the buffalo kitchen. Today, what was your absolute favorite tongue?
Well, I think I have to go to the pig tongue. The texture is great, it's tender, the flavor is good, but overall, I think they're all great. But,
Oh, that's very diplomatic. For me, my favorite tongue is the tongue that's in my mouth right now, that I use to eat all of today's mostly delicious food. That is it for this one. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time. A peace. All right. 24 hours. That was a lot. It was more like 16, but...